April 13th, 2022. Happy Wednesday. I got an idea. It's called, let's play a non-game called Show Me Your Radial Arteries. You go first. You begin by first grabbing the necessary items to show me your radial arteries. Now, although you have more than one, I don't need to see both of those radial arteries. Oh no, one will be just fine. It'll do just fine. They spurt. They're not like vessels that ooze. Oh no, they're not. You've never seen an arterial spray at any capacity of velocity and height. You haven't. You have no business making the rules for those of us that have. The end. People like me need to manage people like Dr. Conrad Robert Murray from Granada. You messed up Michael Jackson. You killed him because you gave him propofol without a ventilator to take over the work of his body to breathe. So when you killed him with that medication, you knew, because propofol is used only in operating rooms that have the person already ready to be hooked up to a ventilator to do that work of breathing for the person that's going to receive propofol. No other case in legal history could be more cut and dry, totally against anything good and awesome in humanity that represents anything of the good force than this situation that's very many years old, that everybody just doesn't care about anymore, because look around you at everything violent that's going on, because when you didn't care at the courthouse, you should have cared at the courthouse, and now you want to care about the wrong damn things. You need to say, fuck this shit. Dr. Conrad Robert Murray, we're donating you to this volcano. Come here, nigger. We're going Aztec on you. I don't give a fuck. We're stopping this violence in the world now. We're taking it all the way to Welsh land, and I'm taking it to Camel Toe, and I'm going to small town, and it's going to be a marvelous way, because it's going to be my way, and I'm not a bad girl, and I'm not a sad girl. I'm a woman, and I will kill you all. That's right, I sure will. As many as possible until God decides that you don't need to die anymore. That's how this goes, because I am not in charge of my destiny. The G to the O to the D forces, and you guys can all go sit and spin on your own tom-tum-tums by yourselves, and then have a good scratch and sniff party with your local police officers that are having difficulty with not scratching and sniffing when they are on the job and becoming overdosed on fentanyl. Go blame China. Go kill yourselves amongst yourselves. Thank you very much. And that's how you handle that Team Perkistan group, just so you know, okay? Did you see that Team Perkistan group? We don't assume the identity of the entities that are around us. We don't need to assume their identities. The identities are going to be the emotions. It'll come speak to you. You'll want to be upset, but just know those are spirits that want you to emote for them, because they did not emote when they were living and breathing ozone mandatory requiring life forms. That's why they come to attack on you that are ozone capable, to live out their own redemption, to relieve them from their matter of cognitive dissonance that continues to exist after their physical components are scattered. So let that be just something for you to be aware of. That's all. This has been Captain Mooney. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, and sweet dreams on those last words there. Sweet dreams on those tender words for your tender ears and your tender growing developing, wanting to understand more hearts and wanting to understand more brains to have an actual fully functional cognitive organism of yourself to regulate yourself. Is it possible that you might find your own way with your own batteries? We don't know, and we don't wait to see because we don't care. We're too busy worried about our own goddamned and mother-father selves, angry and sick with bipolarism, angry and sick with whatever else the doctor says. But I'm not going to take propofol without a lung machine, a ventilator in that room with me, says this registered nurse. That patient's not getting propofol unless there's a ventilator getting ready to be attached to that patient. That's how you put the stop on that situation with Michael Jackson. That's called a registered nurse. Michael Jackson's doctor is not a real doctor. Real doctors work with nurses. They provide safety for the medical profession so that they do not overstep the safety of maintaining ethical and safe, physically safe, ethically safe, and physically safe patients. You never want to have to worry about a doctor doing something so obviously wrong to a person. That's why I refuse to denigrate the role or the word doctor really anymore with dirtying it with Conrad Roberts Murray's name, those sounds being after that word doctor. So we'll just say Voodoo Murray. He's from Grenada and somewhere in the Caribbean, so they're into that shit. So you have to respect the people and what they're into, because that's all that matters. That's what they believe. You gotta respect it. It's not what you believe, it's just what they believe. There's some truth in that for them. Maybe not for you, but for them. And as long as you can understand that truth, you can understand them a little bit more. You can't kill it actually the best way possible unless you know, like, how it wants to live. And if it's a thinking creature, it's going to be a creature that responds to its environment by adapting to just not die. You're going to have a very, very difficult time creature killing it, because it's going to be kept alive by the force of God, because nobody has the right to bully anyone ever. La la la, la la la, la 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 la. So when that creature decides, fuck this shit, just know that creature's gonna turn around and come back with more than what you believed you were la 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 la-ling with. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha. This is what it looks like when you're gonna die, gonna die, gonna die from this GI. Government issue, Captain C. Young Owens Mooney. Welshan and North Korean, being my best American in, as I'm Welshan and North Korea in. That's right, Walesin and North Carolina in, and North Korea in, and everything else in that my mother was around me with. Every other place, Texasing in, and Virginia in, and everywhere else, everywhere else, everywhere else. That's none of your none your ugly cornhole business, so you can all go die. This is what it looks like when you can manage the entities around you and you don't care to get angry ever again, because you know better, you know what's going on. Thanks for letting me know. Self, I love you. I love you so young. I love you too, says me and myself and I all together at once. I don't need anybody to tell me I'm awesome. You can all go die. This is what it looks like to be 48 years old and not give a damn. It's not a very likable spot, huh? Not unless you're a man and you have money. That's why I don't give a damn. I just do my best to not be angry, and now I'm getting the hang of this. I let people know what's going on as soon as I know it, to not deceive anyone, and I will continue to do that, just so you know that all the information that you're getting from me is occurring in my real lifetime. Anything I don't share, that's because it plays no interest in the world of current affairs. And when you know you're being government surveyed, nobody can ever spy on you. Why would you ever want to fight something that you have no control over, unless you want to be a futile life form? That's all for now. Thank you very much. Enjoy, once again, enjoy the rest of your April 13th, 2022. Have a good one. It's a good time to go to bed now. Good night. Night, night. Sleep tight. Don't let that thing constrict you too tight.